Wow.
And that gets things running. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Hazard, chance surely! He's got away with one there. Caicedo, in with the challenge. He's in plenty of space here. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Villarreal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's a fine interception. Kane, foot in. It's a pretty loose pass. This looks promising. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And De Bruyne! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Caicedo calmly anticipates.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Messi! So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And he's quick to return it. Now it's Messi. Back where it came from. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's a quick ball upfield. He's not got that quite right. Tries to pass it through. He's having a pop! And he hits the net. They are purring, truly purring. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And here's Son Heung-min. Cafu.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Tries to play it through. Donnarumma claims comfortably. Very nearly half an hour gone here. He is through here. De Bruyne. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That is good strength. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Hazard. Great ball, and he's in. And the finish! Caicedo. Caicedo getting this one clear. Cafu. Now it's Messi. Soboslai. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's and De Bruyne! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And a chance! Just cruising. They are cruising. Again in a trice, and they are soaring. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done.
Goes for a shot. That's another chance. And there's a goal. Pomp, panache, and passion. This a man full of it all. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all up.
Soboslai! And he steered it beyond the post.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that.
Oh no, this does not look good. Can he finish? And he's hit it too high. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. That's really well cleared. Camavinga. Well read, nice interception. Played out to the left flank. Hazard. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Barcelona really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Barcelona enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. And so the action is resumed. Messi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Threads one in. Looking for the run. Soboslai. Oh, important interception. Caicedo. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that...
Big chance! Oh, good finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Barcelona are at the peak of... Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's... It's fallen kindly here. Caicedo.
Barcelona are clearly enjoying a very good...
Oh, he's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Mbappe being hounded. Chance! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Vardiol.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 97.559 espectadores.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Great vision. Good ball, good take. He's found a way through. Tries a shot! And one more try! And it's in! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Camavinga. And he was quick to react. And it's Caicedo. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Cafu. And it's Soboslai. Spread it left. And he's quick to... And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Valverde. Knocks it into space. Nicked it back promptly. Villarreal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were...
Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
75 minutes played. Goes for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Gently done.
Villarreal seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That's it.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
De Bruyne. That has been slung wide. Great chance! Against the crossbar. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Cambio de jugadores.
Villarreal have opted to make another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Fernandez. Plays a shot. Decent chance! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? He's got himself an absolute peach. They are getting horribly bullied, and the shot! And that's a tidy finish. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
How many? Just how many? Caicedo. Time and again they are repelled. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, well played.
Habrá 6 minutos de
It's Asa! Keeper always had the measure of that.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Takes a shot! Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
There's the header! And he's missed it. Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. And he's had it nicked away. De Bruyne. Looking for options. Mbappe! Oh, what has happened here? Jimenez. Fernandez. And that is that. Barcelona really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Mbappe, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager...
Barcelona can almost taste it. They don't need to seal the deal here and now, of course, but their supporters sense that they can do it, and they will settle for nothing else. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Barcelona with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. He was under real pressure there. Iceland couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Hazard. De Bruyne. Kimmich does really well to win the ball there. And he's in on goal. And the finish!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Looking for the run. Oh, important interception. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden. Big chance! And he's following up! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
De Bruyne! And for a moment, time stood still. Robertson. Hazard picks it up out wide. Guardiola receives it in a good position here. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. This might spell danger. Oh, he's been flattened there. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And he was quick to react. Couldn't squeeze it through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. De Bruyne. That shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Van Dijk attempts a clearance.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Mbappe! Approaching the half-hour mark. Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Good ball. Mbappe! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Serginho. Now it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Great ball, and he's in here. And a chance! Just cruising. They are cruising. They are purring, truly purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Oh no, what a shoot! And he hits the net. And they're threatening to fly away here. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front.
Chance! Oh, impressive strike.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Alexander-Arnold.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And Jamal. Kimmich. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Soboslai. Soboslai. And he shoots! And that's a sharp finish. A quite incredible spell. They are... And that is indeed the final act. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Barcelona really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Barcelona looking on. Can he finish? And a neat finish. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And with that, and the shot! They want to be quick to... That's another chance! And that's past the post. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Fernandez. That could spell trouble. Messi. Now it's Trossard. Van Dijk did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. It's a pretty loose pass. Serginho. And smartly reclaimed. De Bruyne. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's having a shot! And it's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Fernandez. Foot in. Now it's Mbappe. And he's lost his man here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against... Shot a goal! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Great chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Iceland have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him.
Chance, surely! Barcelona have their third corner. Soboslai with the short one. He's in a great position. And the shot! And now they can spring out of defence. No way through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Can he get it through? Looking for options for movement. Ah, that's a fine interception. And it's been hooked away. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Vardiol has created one goal already. He's picked his way through. Serginho. Messi, and he's managed to get free. Messi! And that's wide.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Number 7, Yamal. Number 26, Robertson. Coming on the field.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Chance for a shot! And there's a goal. And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Threads one in. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Trossard.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Nicely weighted ball, spread neatly, goes for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Akanji cuts it out. Now it's Trossard. And that's going wide left.
6 added minutes has been
Oh, good
indicated.
spread. Now it's Messi. Can he finish? And it's in. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And he's heaved it away. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And the through ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Serginho. And Fernandez. And that is that. A win, a triumph, a time to... Barcelona get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. There's the whistle. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah.
Chance for a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Messi. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Alexander-Arnold proves just a little bit too strong. Caicedo. And it's Valverde. It's Camavinga. Robertson. Camavinga. And he's running through. No, he wasn't going to let him past. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Great ball, and he's in here. And he's straight offside. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pass is coming off in quick succession. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Robertson. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Tries a measured ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And they are prompt with their pressing. And it's been played through, and he's in on goal. Oh, that's... Shoots! Can he get it through? Just eases him off the ball. Spread out to the left. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Valverde. And here's Kane. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now it's Yamal.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Musiala. Robertson made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. He is through here. Cafu. Messi. Good read, needed to be. Oh, this looks sharp. Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Szoboszlai. Now this could be a chance. Messi. Backward it goes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Szoboszlai. Looking to play him. Chance! It's not an especially good pass, that. But they've got it again. He's dealt with that really well. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold plays it forward. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Robertson. And it's Camavinga. Aimed beyond the defence. Not the most convincing of passes. That's it, 45 minutes up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So neither side has found a way through yet.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this. Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Musiala. Not the most accurate pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Guardiola. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Knocks it into space. Hazard. Mbappe. And that was very necessary. Oh no, this does not look good. And a chance! And that's a tidy finish. They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
La asistencia este partido asciende a 97.559 espectadores.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Now it's Kane. In with the challenge. And it's De Bruyne. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Big chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Musiala. Camavinga. Looking for the run. He saw the danger and he went crashing in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Yamal. Tries to play it through. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's come to nothing. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That's going to go a long way. Barcelona have their second corner now. They've played it short.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Jimenez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, it's a great ball here. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Barcelona have their third corner. Soboslai goes short. He's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And Messi! And that would have been game, set and match.
Messi really should have done better there.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It's gone for a throw-in. One 1-0 as we head towards the end. And it's Soboslai. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Time and again they are repelled. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Camavinga. Look at the space here. He's had a shot!
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Musiala. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And here's Kane. Oh, just skips past his man. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Yamal. Vardiol does well to get it back. Nicely weighted ball. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately... Barcelona can seal the deal here and now. A win guarantees promotion, and their loyal following will settle for nothing less. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. There's the whistle. Barcelona need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. It's a pretty loose pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's a goal kick. Mbappe! And that's gone loose. Oh, super! And De Bruyne! The goal for which they thirsted, the goal for which they craved. Now, full steam ahead to the ultimate prize. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Mbappe! That was quite a hit. That has been cut short. Showing great feet there. Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming?
He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's very neat. Wriggles his way through. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So that's got things underway. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Cafu receives it in a wide position.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And this is Batistuta. He's found a way past, and he's managed to get free. Vardiol, tidy with his distribution. Azar. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Beckham. Now it's Batistuta. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Bale puts the ball in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Azar. And the pass is intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Barcelona have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. Pacho gets a foot in here. Kimmich. And here's Azar.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Messi. He's dealt with that really well. Not the most accurate pass. Looking to play him in. Played out to the left flank.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Messi. Now it's Bale. That has ended up in no man's land. Cafu. Now it's Szoboszlai. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. That's really well manoeuvred. Batistuta! They've scored!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Played out towards the right wing. It's a really well-measured ball. Thinks about the shot. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Foot in. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Szoboszlai with the short one. And he's quick to get rid. Hakimi deals with that comfortably. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's being shifted off it. Not the most... Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's found a way through. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposite. Chance, surely! Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
De Bruyne. And that pass just didn't quite work. No, that pass has been well intercepted. Rijkaard running with intent. And this is Batistuta. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the 2 teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second period is underway. 45 minutes to change their fate. Now, can they get him away? And Batistuta! Batistuta! Glorious! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Just cruising! They are cruising! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was a
real chance! No, that's just wide.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Hakimi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pass somewhat off target. And the counter is on. That's a cute ball. And this is Batistuta. Oh no, what has happened here? Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
De Bruyne. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gear, and he shoots! And that has flown over.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Shot a goal! And he hits the net! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. Mbappe, Hazard, De Bruyne, he's found space here. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
A quarter of an hour into the second half. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Hazard. And he's picked out the run. Batistuta! Oh, glorious Batty goal! A finish right from the top draw. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
How many? Just how many? This is a gloriously greedy performance. No foul, says the referee. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Kimmich. Szoboszlai. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Musiala. Oh, that's fab. And a chance! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Guardiola. Well, that has not gone well. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's the throw.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Cafu. Now it's Torres. And it's Azar. Mohamed Salah. Nice looking ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Kimmich. Threads one in. Neymar. Van Dijk. Guardiola. That's gone for a throw-in. Can he get it through? That has been cut short. De Bruyne. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Hazard. Mbappe. Pacho gets over and intercepts. Guardiola. Van Dijk. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. It's a pretty loose pass. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an...
And Torres!
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Szoboszlai. Cafu. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Guardiola. 4 extra minutes added on. Strong running down that left flank. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Mohamed Salah, 2 assists to his credit already. Cafu. And we're done. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, we're on the way. So let us enjoy the company here of one of Indonesian football's principal pioneers, Jim.
A cracking player, Peter, who showed amazing leadership as well as all the qualities of a terrific winger.
Atep Rizal, akin to royalty. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi! Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Soboslai goes short. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. He tried running through him, but he was not having it.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Gets a good foot in there. Rizal. De Bruyne. And he's in on goal. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Spread neatly. He is through here. Soboslai does well to get it back. Foot in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! And there is your opener.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So, a breakthrough already. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's picked out the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. Great chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Rizal probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Plays a sharp little ball here. Hazard. Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
He's got away. Can he finish? He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Cafu. Soboslai. And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Spread out to the left. Tries to play it through. Dink through. Pacho spots it and intercepts. Vardiol.
That was lovely, that.
No, it's come to nothing. Serginho tries to dink it through. Rizal. He's shifting through the gears here. Very nicely done. Soboslai gets a foot in here. Soboslai defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Vardiol. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. And no, that was never going to make it. Now that looks a decent ball. Thinks of... And the finish! And it's there! And he is just ripping it up. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Camavinga looking for options for movement. Szoboszlai never out of the action for very long. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Now just too much on that. Caicedo clears without hesitation. Good ball. Oh, shooting chance! And how did he not make it 4?
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, good effort! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Barcelona were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Barcelona producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 21, Shevchenko. Coming on the field.
And we get things going again.
20, Messi.
Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Bit too much weight on the pass. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, well measured. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So could they be onto something here? Now it's Messi, and he's intervened well there. Cafu. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
An uncompromising challenge. Corner number 4 coming up here. Camavinga gets it away. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get free. That is good strength. Good chance here. Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, nicely intercepted. Van Dijk. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Applies the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, that is one way to stop him. Referee has just said play on. And now the breakaway. And he's managed to get free. Well timed, excellent interception.
The attendance for this
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were with...
Oh no, what has happened here? And it's made its way to him. And he shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
De Bruyne! He will be livid with himself. Serginho. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Over to the other side. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Well, oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Barcelona palpably stronger, better, superior. And that's another throw. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Caicedo. Messi. Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Spread neatly. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Van Dijk. He's shifting through the gears here. And he skips past his man. That's good play. He's had it taken off him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And they've got a throw. That's going wide left. It's gone out for a throw-in. Szoboszlai. Messi wants to run onto this. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get it through? Out for a throw. Takes a shot! And there's a goal! They are playing them off the park. He's got 4. That is remarkable. This is a gloriously greedy performance. Rizal. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Messi in acres of space out wide. Savani. Hazard. Hazard! Caicedo. Looking to play him in, and he's worked it through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now the delivery. Raya deals with that nice and simple.
4 added minutes
Hazard.
have been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Can he finish? No, it's wide. Van Dijk. He's got away. Oh, he's been caught, and the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Modric. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key character...
OC Maneuver, hello, welcome to the stream.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform.
Tommy, hello, welcome to the stream.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Spain have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Well, they've got it again. Now it's Shevchenko. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Hazard. He's got away. Guardiola was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Messi. Looking to play him in. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's a pretty loose pass. Fermin. And he's forced to go back.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Guardiola actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a good foot in there. Van Dijk. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Deftly away. Cafu. This is a promising build-up. Over to the right flank. Van Bouten is there, and he can get that clear. It's their second corner of the game. This looks promising. And the shot! Again, a brilliant save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
James wins the duel this time. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Hazard. De Bruyne. Serginho clears without hesitation. Not the most accurate pass. And this is De Bruyne. Now, and the finish! Off the post. Yamal. Pizarro pinches it off him. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is flagged offside. Not the most convincing of passes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That has been slung wide. Cafu calmly anticipates. Tacho cuts it out. Kimmich gets over and intercepts. Guardiola, and that's going wide left. He's picked his way through. Raya claims comfortably.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Nicely spread. And here's Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Serginho. Now, can they get him away? And this is Pizarro. Oh, he's burst through. Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Now that looks a decent ball. And he shoots! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. So the most significant moment of the game. He scores for sure! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Goes long and straight. Guardiol. And it's Azar. Defending was strong and firm. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Cafu. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 21.
So off we go again.
El dorsal 6.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Right, Shevchenko. Chance, surely! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Soboslai tries to clear. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That is good alertness. Serginho. Cafu. For Soboslai. Cafu. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That's been cut out, well played. Can he get it through? Soboslai. Time and again they are repelled. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Yamal. Barcelona still chasing a one-goal deficit here. And he's had it nicked away. Spread it left. Hazard has the space to scheme. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Spread to the right. And here's Messi. Looking for options for movement. Oh no, what has happened here? He's having a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Engages and forces him off the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's a throw-in. And that was nowhere near his best. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is well cleared. And he's quick to snatch it back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he's managed to get free. Mbappe. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to... He's had a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 8, Messi.
Spain are looking to go forward now. That has ended up in no man's land. Soboslai going face-to-face with his great rival. Are well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found a way through. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Van Bouten. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Kimmich. Oh, super ball. Great chance! And a truly agonising miss.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
They're up to 5 corners now. Soboslai plays it short. Can he finish? And that could have brought them level.
Cafu is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Soboslai goes short. There's the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And now they can spring out of defence. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Van Dijk has been given a red card for the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
And he's managed to gift it back. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Distributed tidily. Messi has it in a wide position.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Van Bouten gets it away. And that's been won straight back. Mbappe doesn't quite get there. Valverde has a look and plays it forward. Yamal. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Fourth official showing that there will be 3. That could spell trouble. And he's found a way past. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Azar. That's going wide left. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe. Too much on it. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment.